Whoa. I swear, I keep thinking I can figure out the angle, but okay. I just had an amazing conversation with a creditor. Actually, I think she's in a law firm. I didn't even catch her name. But this is a shout out to you. Hi. My name is Adora. And I know you, I know you, that's not what I meant to say. I owe you, or your firm, or whatever, and so many other people, so much money. And every word that I said was completely and utterly true and sincere. And I know that you know that. And I don't know that you'll ever watch this, but I need to do it for me because I couldn't. You know, you can't express that much gratitude. And I express plenty, but the compassion, I mean, I meant it when I said I don't envy you your job. But the compassion and the patience that you shared with me, I mean, I've had so many people just try to rush me through conversations and through. But you asked the questions and you just waited until I could stop myself, and it's hard for me these days to stop myself. I know that I sustained a measure of brain damage and I'm working on that, but like, I lost control of my tongue last year, right around this time. In fact, earlier today, Google Photos or whatever showed me that, and I'm wearing the glasses. I know they're all, they were a joke originally, and I was going to do a YouTube channel with these glasses and a wig and a different persona. I didn't want to be known. Didn't want to be, you know, people are like excited when they get subscribers and likes and they go viral, and I'm like, oh, I've gotten 157 likes. That's too much. That's too many. Oh my gosh. I was trying to run for president, and I was terrified of that many people. I'm such a private person. I've always been a private person anyway. I know I look funny, but I wanted you to see that, actually. Like, I don't get a lot of respect these days. I get a lot from very few people. Most people I've had to disconnect from, or they've disconnected from me. Everyone, almost everyone I know has had a really rough life, and you know, there's very few people that I know who are wealthy, and actually one of my best friends was murdered, and I think it was because of his money, which is so sad, but God, I miss him. Shout out to Lyndon. Shout out to Monica. There's so much sadness and pain in this world, and when someone who is a creditor or someone who is with a law firm and you're just doing your job and you're trying to, I mean, we talked about the people who blame you, you know, as if it's your fault, you know, that they have a debt or whatever. And I mean, in this system, the way that debt works and everything, it's all so messed up, especially since, like I said, most of mine is medical debt and school. There's very few school loans, just a few $1,000s, but thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in medical debt. And I can't. if I knew that paying you the money, I would give you all the money that I had. If I knew that it would actually make that much of a difference and that I would be able to, for sure, have enough money to feed myself later and stay alive for my children and the whole gamut. I mean, and I've done that before. I can't tell you how many countless times I just give and I give and I give to whoever I owe money to for whatever reason, whether it was my fault or not. And I've suffered. And I've pushed myself too far. And now, I wear these rose-colored glasses because my eyes hurt. Because I have a headache or a migraine on a regular basis. I don't know how much damage the stroke did. I don't know if I'll ever truly know because I've never had enough medical attention before it. And I don't know how long it will take until I get enough medical attention. I may never. And so I just do my best to live with the results. And I want you to know, and this can be for any and all creditors who have compassion. Maybe that's how I'll title it. Creditors, for creditors with compassion. You make a difference when you there are so many who just assume that I'm some lazy, stupid, irresponsible, inconsiderate, uncaring, non-civic-minded human being because I don't pay even $5 anymore, towards whatever because I can't. But they don't hear can't because they've never been so low. Or they were really, really, really low, but they still had good health. So they pulled themselves up by their bootstraps and they just figured it out and they worked out their lives so that they could get themselves out of debt. And some of them even go on to share their stories. And maybe I will be one of those people. I don't know. Maybe I'm doing it right now. I don't know. I just want to say thank you. And I can't. Because like you said, and you said it with so much compassion and grace, you do have other calls to make. There are millions and millions and millions and millions of people in this nation alone and around the world in some type of debt or another. And millions and millions and millions of you that are calling us day in and day out. And I know that number has called me so many times. And I've tried to answer, actually, 3 or 4 times. And then it made a noise and it was too painful and I had to hang up. Or that's pretty much the only reason. So it's happened 2 or 3 times. And the rest of the time, though, I've ignored it. I have seen that number come in from Indiana. And it reminds me of all my memories of Indiana. And I know it's from someone that I don't know because everyone I know from Indiana, their numbers are already, their names show up, And so it's been I've been in too much physical pain to be able to answer, or I've tried, and then it made that weird noise. It does make a noise. I don't know if your company is aware of that, but it's and then, which hurt me even just to say that. Sometimes I can handle noise. You don't even know. I used to be able to handle a lot. Oh boy. I used to be able to handle too much. So strong. For so long, and now I'm broken. But like I said, I have time. And on the days when I don't have to go to an appointment for my safety and mental and emotional well-being to make sure, you said that if you had been in my position, you would go insane, which is wonderful that you were willing to even acknowledge that. There's a lot of people who have acted well, if I was in your shoes, I would just blah, 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 blah. And I'm oh my heavens, yeah. No, you wouldn't, because you ain't me. Obviously, you ain't me. I am the only one. Anyway, sorry. So I don't get a lot of respect these days. And I used to get a lot of respect. I commanded respect by my very presence. You know, there were always those that didn't give it, but for the most part, I mean, and people walked the line, and I didn't know that. It was just, I'm an intense, powerful person. And now, I mean, I'm still that, but it doesn't look like it or seem like it. I use a teddy bear for a pillow. Not only because it's most comfortable, because it reminds me of my children. I tried to give them everything that was theirs, or set it aside so that I could give them everything that was theirs, and that didn't end up happening. And I'm grateful now. I mean, some of the stuff makes me cry, but, you know, I have my daughter and my son's teddy bear. I don't know where the other one went, but... And then I have another one that was a gift. I don't even remember when or from who, because I was so strong. I didn't need teddy bears. I didn't even need teddy bears as a child. I mean, look at me go. I don't need emotional support. And now I'm 37 years old, and I need emotional support. I need emotional, mental, physical, spiritual support. And I get it in some ways, and I don't get nearly enough of it. This world has never paid me enough to stay healthy physically and me, and to be able to keep doing whatever I need to do. And people like you make more of a difference than you'll ever know. Because you have to keep going on and doing your job. I want you to know that, and there's a fly bugging around, and oh my gosh, last time a fly went on my nose, I had a seizure. Okay, technically not the last time, the second to last time. That's the second time since. And then I don't get it. I can't find a rhyme or a reason, and I don't have enough. Anyway, that's not the point. This isn't about me, damn it. Dang it. Darn it. Pooh. My children might be watching this someday. I'm sorry. I cuss. I've always cussed. I've also always tried to control it the best that I could. And in Utah still, it's like I've been trying to leave since I was 14. And I don't know if you know anything about Utah. And most of what people know about Utah isn't even accurate. But it is, you know, you gotta watch your language, or people make a lot of assumptions about you, and they're inaccurate, and then you lose friends faster than you can take a deep breath and realize that you almost just had one. And I taught my oldest all the cuss words she got in trouble for saying. She didn't know, you know, I mean, she was like 4 or 5, which I think is ridiculous, by the way, little children getting in trouble for things like that, because, like, my gosh, people expect people to know stuff. And I love how you agreed with me that adulting is difficult sometimes. Anyway, you're awesome. I would be your friend if I could someday when I'm a multi-billionaire. Uh-huh. Yeah, I don't know. It's not appropriate to hug your creditors, or even to tell them that you want to hug them. I wanted to tell you. I want to hug you. I appreciate you. You are making a difference in this world by being compassionate. I know you said you can't always be that. No one can. But thank you. Thank you for getting that I would pay if I could, and I want to. And being kind to me and not interrupting me and rushing me when I was giving you such lengthy explanations as to why I'm not on disability and this and that and whatever. I mean, I'm doing everything I know how. And you rock this world. You rocked my world today. Thank you. Take care. Take care. Okay. Hugging.